You think ants are just tiny, harmless creatures crawling quietly at your feet? Think again. Look closer. Watch their every silent step. Because just beneath the ground you're standing on lies a colossal empire, where nameless warriors fight endlessly for the survival of their hidden kingdom. This isn't war with guns and bombs. It's slaughter by mandibles, venom, and strategy. No blood, only thousands of dried corpses. No screams, only sacrifice, betrayal, and plots to overthrow queens. An ant colony can hold hundreds of thousands, even millions of individuals, all functioning like a flawless machine. No one chooses their path. You're born a soldier, you fight to the death. A worker, you labor till you collapse. A slave, you serve until your last breath. Only one is born a queen with the right to reproduce. But even that throne is never safe. In the ant world, there is no such thing as freedom. They communicate using pheromones and visible chemical signals. One tiny droplet on the ground could mean this way to food, enemy approaching, or even mobilize troops, prepare for war. No words. They smell to survive and sniff to kill. Some species even send spies into enemy nests to steal eggs and raise them back home as slaves. These stolen ants grow up never knowing they were kidnapped. They obey, they build, they nurture, and they fight for the very ones who abducted them. And battles, they happen every day. An ant scouting party finds a food source, instantly it's marked. But if that path crosses another colony's territory, war erupts. No diplomacy, no mercy, just death. One battle lasted for days. The battlefield, a decaying log. Thousands of ants poured in like floodwaters. Silently, they tore into each other. No screams, only the crunch of mandibles slicing through armor. When it was over, the ground was littered with bodies. Victory simply meant being the last one breathing. Some ants are even more terrifying. Bulldog ants, the most venomous ants in the world, with a sting strong enough to kill a person with allergies. Leafcutter ants, they don't eat the leaves they carry, but use them to grow fungus. They are underground farmers. Army ants, they don't build permanent nests. They march like a medieval army, devouring everything in their path. Insects, spiders, even baby snakes. But the cruelty doesn't stop there. Sometimes the most brutal battles happen inside their own colony. If a queen slows down, stops laying eggs, the workers turn on her. They change their pheromones. They attack and kill their own mother. And then, the fight for succession begins. Not by vote, but to the death. Sisters clash. The last one standing gets to breed. The rest, never again. Some ant species don't even have queens. Take Diacama, for example. They appoint a dominant female not by election, but through single combat. One wins. The rest voluntarily destroy their own reproductive organs. Because in the ant world, losing means you'll never have children ever. This is their world. Tiny but brutal. No room for weakness. No room for individuality. Every ant exists for the colony, and they'll die for it without hesitation. Step on a few ants, and the colony doesn't flinch. They dispatch reinforcements. No panic. They simply adjust a route and the mission continues. There are an estimated 20 quadrillion ants on Earth, over 2 million for every human. They live everywhere. Jungles, deserts, cities, even in your home. And suddenly, you realize the smallest creatures may be the most unstoppable. They don't need human intelligence. They don't have technology, but they have discipline, loyalty, unbreakable teamwork, and a level of resilience any empire would envy. If humans vanished, life would go on. But if ants disappeared, the forest would die, plants would stop growing, pests would run wild, ecosystems would collapse like dominoes. Because sometimes, the gatekeepers of life are the ones you never notice. So look down, and look again. The world of ants, small, silent, but soaked in blood.